I'm Shondi Gibbons with Lifestyle Live, and we're at La Encantada tonight for the event benefiting the Boys and Girls Clubs of Tucson. You actually have a very personal story with the Boys and Girls Club. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I'm a product, homegrown. I attended the Steve DeRue branch from age 6 through high school, and I was actually a 19-year board member, and then I became CEO, so it's been a pretty special journey for me to come back now and serve an organization that saved my life.
So how did it save your life? What did it do for you?
Well, it number one, it kept me off the streets, but two, it just taught me a lot of values. You know, I always tell the story about being in line, getting government cheese, and people making fun of you. You know, when you're a kid and your self-esteem is at the ground, it's pretty devastating. When you go to the club, you just have a sense of belonging. It's your safe haven, and the relationships you have with staff is just amazing. It just propels you, and it gives you so much confidence. And then all the programs that instill the values that they do in you just really helps you.
What is the partnership that's going on between Angel Charity and the Boys and Girls Club?
We're thrilled to partner with the Boys and Girls Club. We'll be doing a remodeling of the Roy Druckman house, or clubhouse, excuse me. So we're thrilled. It'll be a complete remodel, and they'll be able to keep it open for the kids.
I am the director of Tiffany & Company here in Tucson at La Encantada Mall, and I am also on the board at the Boys and Girls Clubs of Tucson. And it's a passion of mine. It has been for a very long time. I love what this organization does for the children of our community. At the end of the day, the kids of this community are our future. And so Tiffany & Company takes great pride in donating this event, the VIP Lounge with Sullivan's, to make sure that we're doing everything we can to say thank you to our special donors to make sure that we're saving kids' lives.
Why did you become, there's a lot of different organizations out there, why has this one been so close to your heart?
Well, I was asked by a family member who at the time was not yet a family member to join the board of directors, Vance Fallbaum, who's my nephew. And I had been doing various volunteer work in the community. At the time I owned radio stations, and so I did a lot of volunteer time. And when I learned how many children were served and the very small expense of $5 a year that the children pay in order to be members, and that we needed to raise money to supplement those funds to run the clubs, to me there was no better organization to be involved with.
Wow. And what about the event that we're at right now? Can you tell me about that and how this all came to be?
Absolutely. 10 years ago, Mark Irvin, David Lovett, and I came together and put together a new fundraising, the event, for Boys and Girls Clubs so that we could run one additional clubhouse with the funds that we raise. And we had been doing an auction for many years, and this was a different type of event that would attract different types of people. And as you can tell from all the people that are here, it's extremely successful, and we are very grateful to the Tucson community, to the businesses who support the event, to the many restaurants, the wineries, and of course Tiffany, and all the people that buy tickets and attend, the money that we raise.
What about the Boys and Girls Club do you think is so special?
Well, just everything about it. These people put a lot into this. A lot of the kids in this community providing such a safe and positive environment for young kids that want to be successful. I think there's probably so many stories of people that have prospered from being a part of these Boys and Girls Clubs. So again, I've been a part of this event for, I think this is my 6th year. And then we do the steak and burger that supports the Boys and Girls Clubs as well. I know myself and Sean Miller have been, speakers at that event in the past. So anything we can do to help, the young kids of this community grow and become positive people in this community is what we're going to support.
The event tonight will help fund one of our clubhouses. It takes about $350,000 per clubhouse a year to provide the programs for these kids. Right now we're serving about 7,000 kids in the community, up 2,000 from last year. So the need is certainly there for us.
And how many clubhouses are there in Tucson or in Pima County?
There's 6 clubhouses. We have one out at the Pasquayaki Indian Reservation and 5 here in the Tucson metropolitan area in the at-risk areas of town.
And now I'm talking numbers. How many kids are there usually at each clubhouse?
Usually between 500 and 600 kids.
That many.
Yes, yes. And the interesting thing is that there's that many members, and one of the things that we've noticed this past year is the number of kids that attend daily. We keep daily attendance records, and attendance is up for these kids. So we know they're coming to the clubhouses, and they're there in a safe place.
So talk to me a little bit about the event and why it is so important. Is it your biggest fundraiser?
It's one of our biggest fundraisers. Between the event and the party and the Sean Elliott steak and burger dinner, those three are our largest events, and they typically fund at least 1 to 1.5 clubhouses a year. What we raise is operational dollars to run the programs and keep the clubhouses open for the kids.
And what are we going to see down there?
Tonight you're going to see about 52 restaurants here in town, the best restaurants. You'll get to sample a lot of the food that we have here. Tucson has got some of the best restaurants and the best foods, in my opinion, here in the country. And you're going to sample some new wines that the wineries are producing this year. It's just turned into such a wonderful event. Every year it keeps getting bigger and bigger, and we anticipate breaking last year's record this year.
I have been a board member for about 10 years, and I'm a past president. And it's all about the kids. When I became a board member, it was to really make a difference in our community. And Gadabout Salon Spas really participates in what's happening in our community. And the Boys and Girls Club really makes a difference.
So tell me a little bit about the Boys and Girls Club, what they do for our community.
Well, I believe they've created places for kids to go that have, they have education help, they have sports help, they have just a place to go that's safe and comfortable for them to be themselves in an environment with not too many adults, but the amount of adults that are there are really great leaders and mentors for the kids.
And now here at the event, can you tell me what you're looking forward to when we go down there?
Oh, all the great food, but most importantly, the community. Always getting together for a great cause. These kids are worth every bit that everyone's putting the energy into, and that's why we're really all here.
The proceeds from the event will benefit the Boys and Girls Clubs of Tucson, helping to shape the lives of the children in our community.